under, around, or through. That's right. That's right. And along the way, she inspired 2 other of her sister consultants in her unit. Number 10, Dawn Campbell from the VIAS unit, and Irene Robar from the VIAS unit, to join her on this journey of success, because they do love to sell. And so, Marie, you have brought honor to your unit. You have brought incredible honor to our area, the way you've raised the bar. You've shown that there's nothing that 2 can't do when one of them is God and the other one is you. And we are grateful for the way you've inspired us. Can you give her a big hand?
Okay, I was not really prepared for this, but this is what I did at Rebecca's Area Awards the other night. Sheila sneakily brought it in, so here goes. I attended my first seminar 14 years ago and never dreamed that I would experience all the amazing things that have happened to me. I started this business to help my best friend Sheila, and I had no intention of working my business. I just wanted to be a self-user. But somehow that all changed, and I started to enjoy the things the business had to offer. And never did I want to be on stage or in front of people. But this business has a way of changing you gradually in a very good way. 3 years after I started my Mary Kay, I had to retire from my full-time job at a college that I'd been at for 30 years because I was diagnosed with terminal liver cancer. And I really think that my Mary Kay saved my life and gave me something positive to focus on, reason to get up every day, a drive to live, new goals to achieve, and it's kept me connected with a lot of the people that I'm sure I would have lost touch with. And also, new wonderful people have come into my life because of Mary Kay. I get uncomfortable when people talk about my health issues because usually it doesn't stop me from doing what I want to do. But this last year was really different. Before I left seminar, I developed a diabetic foot ulcer that really scared me. And I called my doctor's office, and here's where Mary Kay comes in. All the ladies in my doctor's office are my customers. So when I told them what was happening, the next thing I knew, the doctor himself was on the telephone. And he called in a prescription, and I really am convinced that prescription kept me from losing my foot. So when I got home, I had to start seeing a diabetic podiatrist, and he told me to stay off of my foot, except to use the bathroom or the kitchen only as needed. So for the next 3 months, I was home with strict instructions not to walk. The only time I went out was to go to see the doctor. But I never let my business suffer because I found a way to keep going. Some of my customers would come to the house to pick up their orders. I used the customer delivery service. I printed postage from the post office website to mail some things, and I came up with what I called my drive-by deliveries. On the days I had to go to the doctor, I would take my orders, and after the appointment, I would drive to the customers' homes or offices, call them on my cell phone, and they would come out to the car to pick up their orders.
Perfect.
So it can be done even when obstacles happen. That 3 months was followed by another 2 months of limited walking, and still today I have to be very careful about the shoes I wear and walk slowly. So when you see me around seminar with inappropriate shoes for Mary Kay standards, that is the reason. I was on my way to recovery then. After that, a blood test, I was told that I needed to see my oncologist again. He informed me that 2 of my tumors had grown and that I needed to have a chemoembolization procedure immediately. My first thought was seminar, and I did not want to miss it. So I said, can I wait till October? And they said, absolutely not. Without delay, I had it done on June 9th. I live alone and I have no family. Sheila, my director, is the sister that God forgot to give me, and I have to give her a big thank you, not only for going with me to all those appointments, but she gave up a week of her precious June time to take me to the hospital, staying overnight with me, brought me home. 5 days to take care of me. The procedure left me weak and tired, but each day I started to feel better, and by the end of 2 weeks, I was able to go out of the house again. But in spite of everything, I continued to work my Mary Kay business. I wanted to thank everyone here who sent me cards and email messages, Voxer messages. The Mary Kay family is really incredible, and I'm so thankful and blessed. And I even received an angel blanket from Susan Goodson that was so very special. When I started out this year with a huge goal of Ruby Division Queen of Consultant Sales, my intention was to increase my sales every month over the previous year. I tracked all my sales in my $100 days, and I did it. I ended up having my best year ever, and I was committed to my goal, and I just kept moving forward in spite of everything that happened. So set your goals. Don't let the little things or the big things stop you from always moving forward. I didn't stop working on my goal till midnight on June 30th, so wherever I ended up, I knew I did my best. And I truly didn't think it would be right here. I'd like to tell you something that I was told at one of my early seminars. I was sharing with a director that I felt I could never be as good as Sheila because she's so good at the business and she looks so good as a director. And she told me to never compare myself to others, just to be the best me that I can be. And I think that's great advice, and it should apply to everyone. So just remember from Finding Nemo movie, and just follow Dory's advice, just keep on swimming.